What's going on YouTube? This is Justin aka Eliminator and welcome back to the channel. For this episode we're going to be coming at you with a featured team from a buddy of mine named Austinio. If you haven't already, we have featured some teams from him. One I believe. Last series 8, we were able to feature a Necrozma Dusk main team that he was able to reach pretty high on the ladder. And you know, him and I are in this group together that we battle each other. We battle other folks as well. And he almost went undefeated, if I'm not mistaken, on a week. I think it was like 10-0 and best of 3 with this team. So I figured, hey, let's try this out. It has a lot of fun Pokemon that I haven't really had a chance to use that much or use, you know, recently. So I thought it would be good to, you know, feature them. So first things first, we have behind my face cam the Heatran. The Heatran with the Flash Flyer and Life Orb, not Shuka, just like the team says. It does not have the Shuka Berry, just so you know. And this team is called Not Shuka. So a lot of fun here. The Heatran is going to be hitting a little bit harder with that Life Orb. This one has a set of Earth Power, Heat Wave, Flash Cannon, and Protect, which is a fairly normal moveset. So, you know, not much to be explained there. The main thing is the Life Orb over the Shuka Berry. Next to it, you have the Zapdos with the safety goggles. Now, this is something that I could have definitely used in my Streamers Cup battle, the safety goggles Zapdos, because I was, you know, if you guys didn't get a chance to see that, I was getting wrecked by Amoonguss. So, yeah, we have our safety goggles Zapdos with Detect, Hurricane, Thunderbolt, and Heat Wave. Again, another fairly standard moveset. And then underneath the Heatran, we have Grimmsnarl. Now, this Grimmsnarl is a little bit different than most Grimmsnarls you see. Scary Face is something that we have been seeing a lot lately, especially towards the end of Series 8 and, you know, obviously the beginning of Series 9. But this one doesn't have screens. You know, most Grimmsnarls you see will at least have the screen support or maybe the Trick Lagging Tail. This one basically is Scary Face and Fake Tears and then 2 attacking moves to help deal with, you know, other threats such as Dragapult or other dragons in general, or, you know, just in general, just having that priority Sucker Punch is a huge deal. Next to the Grimmsnarl, we have our Rillaboom. This Rillaboom is a Assault Vest variant, so has a moveset of U-Turn, Knockoff, Fake Out, and Grassy Glide. It's been a while since I personally used a Assault Vest Rillaboom, so definitely going to be a lot of fun to check it out. I'm used to having Protect on mine, so we'll see how I'm able to, you know, switch things up a little bit. And then underneath the last 2 Pokemon, we have ourselves a Sylveon with Throat Spray. So, Sylveon isn't the most popular Pokemon in the meta. Now, obviously, it was on that #1 team from Series 7. But this one has a Throat Spray. And my very first VGC team that I made was actually an Evolution team. When I was just starting VGC, had no idea what to do, had no idea what Team Synergy was about. I decided, hey, it would be cool to have ourselves, you know, a fun little theme team, and Sylveon was one of the Pokemon that did really well on my Evolution team, so I'm excited to bring it back. Mine also had Throat Spray, so this one is going to have Throat Spray. Now, this one has Hyper Voice, Protect, Helping Hand, and Yawn. Mainly for support, but that Hyper Voice with the Pixelate ability is going to make it do a little bit extra damage, a little bit of extra fairy damage, I should say. Last but not least, we have the Urshifu next to it. Now, this Urshifu is the water variant, and again, the Urshifu water is picking up a little bit more popularity than the dark one. At the moment, I think I've been seeing pretty much half and half. Some dark, some water, but it's really surprising to see that the water's picking up. Now, obviously, you know, Series 7, the dark Urshifu basically dominated the entire meta. It was one of the most popular mons alongside Incineroar, so it's good to see that there's another variant coming out that is, you know, doing more than just support for a Colossal team. So this Urshifu should be a lot of fun to use. This one has the Focus Sash, so, you know, we'll be able to at least survive one hit. Has the fairly standard moveset of Aqua Jet, Protect, Close Combat, and Surging Strikes just to sweep up the game at the end. Now, with this team, the main Dynamax options are the Heatran and the Zapdos. I got a little bit of a rundown from Austin, and he was telling me that, you know, hey, lead with the Grimmsnarl with the Zapdos or Grimmsnarl Heatran. You'll be able to, you know, either Scary Face or Fake Tears and deal a lot of damage, so I'm excited to do that. And then afterwards, we obviously have the Rillaboom and the the Rillaboom and the Urshifu in the back to kind of clean up. Sylveon's there, obviously a support with the Helping Hand, the Yawn, but can also do some damage if it's left unchecked with that Hyper Voice. And then obviously we have Protect as well. So I'm excited to use this team. Again, it's a team not made by me, so Austin does not have a YouTube channel, does not have a Twitter. He doesn't have very many socials except a Facebook. I guess I can link his Facebook. You don't have to ask if he's interested in me sharing his Facebook. If not, you might not see a link of his afterwards, but I am excited to try this team out. Again, he went 10-0, I believe, maybe 9-1 on this 1 week in a best of 3 set. Now, obviously, it's not on the ladder. You know, it's a little bit more flexible with best of 3 and not a lot more cheese, but this should be fun. It should be a fun one to use. So I'm going to go ahead and take this battle. I'm going to start rambling, or stop rambling, I should say, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the ladder. Before we hit the ladder, though, if you do like the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It definitely goes a long way. At the time of the recording, I am very, very close to 200 subs, so please make sure you do that. I also will be streaming a little bit more often on Twitch, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Definitely, you know, in the link below, subscribe to the Twitch or follow the Twitch and see what ends up happening in terms of, you know, my schedule and what games we play. But it should be a lot of fun, and now I will definitely stop rambling and we'll go into the battles. So here we go. All right, we're going up against a fairly interesting team with this Greedent. Greedent, I have no idea what it does. Maybe Belly Drum. But anyways, the rest of the team, we got the Greedent, we got the Dusclops, we got the Rillaboom, the Entei, the Primarina, and the Metagross. So immediately I see a cool little Firewater Grass core with the, you know, with the Primarina, Entei, and the Rillaboom. I guess the question is, what is going to be led? I definitely don't want the Sylveon. I think Urshifu does pretty well, actually. Maybe Zapdos Grimmsnarl? Zapdos Grimmsnarl looks fairly good. I mean, it definitely goes up well against the... matches well against the Primarina, matches well against the Rillaboom. And then I definitely want Urshifu in the back here. And then Heatran. Heatran, yeah. Yeah, we're going Heatran. We're gonna see what they end up doing, and they lock in, and that Greedent is what I'm scared of. We got ourselves a Greedent. In the Churchshire, it's like Worcestershire sauce. The Churchshire. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But here we go. Got the Japanese guys out here, and the Primarina and Dusclops leads. Okay. So, the safety goggles and the Berry. Okay. So I think what I am gonna do is he wants to set up Trick Room, I believe. Yikes. This is where I wish I had my Rillaboom. Well, I think we're still fine here. I think we are still fine here. We are just going to fake Tears and hit it with a Max Lightning. If it sets up Trick Room, I can start lowering my speed with the Scary Face, and I probably actually should have done that first turn too, because in case it protects, that could be an issue. But we are going to see the Dynamax on my end. The Zapdos in a pretty cool ball. Has like electric lightning bolts coming out of it. Thunderbird. Number 2, Zapdos. And we are going to see the max. Okay. So, well, I know I outspeed it. And he probably wants to go after the Grimmsnarl, is my guess. So, that's okay. I mean, hopefully it's not weakness policy. If it is weakness policy, you know, it's a little bit unfortunate, but we are going to get the fake Tears off. Special defense harshly falls, and we are going to hit the lightning. Let's see how much damage this does. Oh, one-shots. Beautiful. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all, to be honest. So that's huge right there. Because one, now they're not playing with the max anymore. And two, we got rid of the, I think one of our biggest threats to both the Urshifu and the Heatran. But here we go. The dimensions do get twisted. And let's see what ends up going out second. We are gonna see the Entei here. Okay. So, So I believe we do the same thing, except we are going to scary face ourselves. We're gonna scary face ourselves here. Because if I can get slower, then I go first, right? So let's see what the Clops does. Clops hits us with the Will-O-Wisp, which I'm not too concerned about. I'm not really using it for offense anyways, so not that big of a problem. But we are going to see the Max Lightning come out, and oh, that does a hefty chunk. Does a hefty chunk, and we are going to see a Berry proc. What is it? Is it the Citrus? Alright, it is the Citrus. So we're going to get the Snarl, which is not that big of a deal, to be honest, because I believe that I can still take it out with a... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can still take it out with a Thunder move. Now let's see if he has any switches in the back. I mean, maybe the Rillaboom? Maybe the Rillaboom? So, here we go. We are going to start fake tearsing the... yeah, we're gonna start fake tearsing the Dusclops here, because I don't want that Dusclops to basically be sitting on the field. So we are gonna get the Will-O-Wisp. It's not gonna matter. I mean, we're special attackers, so whatever, so be it. But here we go. Does okay. Does about what I expected through the Protect, so that is A-okay with me. We're burnt. Down a max. We're up one Pokemon, and their biggest threat is gone, I believe. So we're gonna just Sucker Punch, I believe. No, we're gonna fake tears into the Clops again. Definitely fake tears into the Clops again. I don't want that Clops. I don't want that Clops just sitting there and being able to do anything. So we are going to get the Nightshade off into the Grimmsnarl. Okay, I'm fine with that. Thunderbolt comes out, and will it be enough? It will be enough. So that's huge right there. It's a crit. I don't know if the crit mattered, but Entei is going down. And so now we have a Dusclops that is -4 special defense, which is pretty huge. Pretty huge. And let's see what they got. They got themselves the Greedent. Okay, so I think I just Heat Wave here, and I Scary Face the Greedent, because I don't want the Greedent setting up at all. Yeah, I don't want the Greedent setting up. Hopefully a Heat Wave should be able to take out, you know, should do some work at -4. I'm hoping it does. But Stuffed Cheeks, wow, okay. Yeah, again, the Greedent is what I was most scared of. So we are going to get the Nightshade. And the Zapdos comes out and doesn't take that much. But here comes the Heat Wave. That still does nothing, Jesus. Oh yeah, I'm -1. Okay, Twisted Dimensions go back to normal. And Electricity disappears. So here's where Thunderbolt hits. We're gonna Scary Face again. And hopefully this thing isn't carrying Protect. I feel like it could be, and we could see a Protect Trick Room. But we're not. We are not. So Scary Face is gonna come out. Speed harshly falls. And we're gonna get the Thunderbolt off. Still so much damage. Oh my gosh. Body Press comes out and is not going to do much to the Grim. Ooh, that does take it out. Okay. Trick Room. Trick Room, Trick Room, Trick Room. Okay. So, here we go. Here comes the Heatran, I believe. No, here comes the Urshifu. And I don't think the Greedent has anything that can take us out. So, I just want to close combat into the Greedent. Just want to close combat into the Greedent for sure. For sure, for sure. I mean, I guess the... Oh, man. It takes it out. Ooh, that Nightshade is not going to be enough. Definitely not going to be enough. And so, we're thriving. We're thriving. There we go. And close combat doesn't even hit, which is a little bit unfortunate. It's going to go right through it, and it pooped out the berries. Bloop. Doesn't affect. Get the burn. Alright, so it's just Dusclops against the world now. And that's an easy Thunderbolt into a Surging Strikes. Now, it can obviously take out the Urshifu, but it is going to not take out the Urshifu. So that's interesting. That's an interesting play. Because now I'm hitting you with both of my Pokemon. So here comes a Thunderbolt, and the Thunderbolt is enough to take it out at -4. Plus the crit, obviously. So we're going to end up taking the game. Fun that we got to see a Greedent, which is a little bit interesting. And we're going to take it against Luke. Alright, we're going up against Weed Boy. Weed Boy. And this guy has a Pheromosa, a Pheromosa, a Celesteela, a Whimsicott, a Regieleki, a Dracovish, and a Regice. Okay, so immediately off the bat, it's looking like Heatran could definitely put in some work here. So can the... Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't want to get hit hard by the Dracovish, so maybe the Zapdos Grimmsnarl looks good here. Because the Zapdos takes care of the Pheromosa, takes care of the Celesteela, takes care of the Whimsicott, unless Whimsicott has the trick shenanigans. With a Scary Face, I should be able to take care of a lot of the other Pokemon. So yeah, that definitely looks good for me. Rillaboom looks decent here, but I think I want the Heatran to deal with the Steela and the Regice. And then I think I want Rillaboom, I think. So Rillaboom could definitely put in some work here. With the Grassy Glide, I mean, Priority Grassy Glide and Fake Out support is just so good, right? Like, Rillaboom and Incineroar are two Pokemon that are just too good. I mean, yeah. Anyways, I can go on about them. I'm not going to. We are going to see our opponent bring out the Regice and the Regieleki. Wow, that's very, very interesting to start. Okay. So, So that might be weakness policy, I want to say. And I don't know if I want to set a weakness policy off. So I think I go ahead and Scary Face this thing, right? Yeah, if I can Scary Face this thing, maybe I can take it out before it takes me. But I'm pretty sure I should be faster at -2, if the Regieleki is -2, unless it's Choice Scarfed, the Zapdos should be faster, I believe. I mean, we'll see here. It might not be. And then I also just realized I probably should have taken care of the Regice. Regice is not something that I want to just leave on the field there. So, yikes. Well, you live and you learn, right? But anyways, here comes the Max Zapdos. Zapdos is gonna get big, and let's see. Hopefully it's not. Regice uses Protect. Okay, so that's beautiful there. That's exactly what we want to see. Hopefully it's not Sashed. Because Sash could definitely put in some work here. Here comes the Flare, and the Flare is enough to take it out. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a crit. I don't know if that crit mattered. Doesn't matter if it mattered or not. But we got the sun, and it is getting hot. It is getting hot. So, cool. 1 turn, 1 KO. That's beautiful right there. The sun is hot. I think that thing is weakness policy by the way it played. I believe it's clear body, right? So maybe I flare again into the Regice. Let me double check its ability. What the Regice? I mean, I barely ever see the Regice, right? So it's good to know. Regice. Regice is clear body. Okay, so definitely want to pick up. No, let's airstream this thing, and let's Spirit Break. Just get rid of any Sash. It is going to get big, and we are going to see the Regice get big. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. With clear body, we can't really do much to it. I don't want to set off its weakness policy for sure. But wait a minute. I didn't even check its stats. I mean, Regice is just a Pokemon you barely ever see. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, its special defense is huge. Switched items. It gets the lagging tail. But that's fine. That's fine. We get the Whimsicott out with the Airstream, and it is super effective. So, let's see here. See if we can get some chip. Spirit Break, that's a fair amount. I'm not mad at that at all, actually. So here comes the Hailstorm. Zapdos is going to take a lot of damage. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage. So I know immediately at this point Zapdos needs what Zapdos needs to do. It needs to protect. That's for sure. So we're gonna see what they end up bringing out. Hopefully it's something that we can take out. But that lagging tail is pretty good. Dracovish. Dracovish. Okay. So Max Guard for sure. And Scary Face for sure. Yeah. Because if Dracovish goes first, that becomes a problem. Definitely becomes a problem. So we're gonna see what they end up doing. They might try to go for the Grimmsnarl. We are gonna get the Max Guard off, and let's see. Scary Face comes out. Yeah. Speed harshly falls. Steel Spike comes out. Gets blocked with the Babiri Berry, which is perfectly fine by me. Gets hit. Grimmsnarl. Now, hopefully the Dracovish aimed for the Zapdos. I believe it did. So, we'll see here. Vicious ran into the Zapdos. Beautiful. That's all I wanted. That is all I wanted. Alright, here we go. So, a Spirit Break should take this thing out, I believe. And I don't want to proc a weakness policy, so I'm just gonna Thunderbolt into it. Spirit Break, Thunderbolt. Let's see if this actually does the trick here, because he didn't get a Tailwind off, which is important, right? So he's at -2. I'm at +1. If my calculations are correct, I should outspeed it. My calculations aren't usually correct, so that's another issue. But the main thing is we got to see a Regice, which is crazy. How often do you get to see a Regice? Could be pronouncing it wrong. Regice. A Regice. How often do you get to see a Regice? So, anyways, Spirit Break comes out and bop. Should take it out. Does not take it out. Ooh, that could be a problem then. That could definitely be a problem. Max Steel Spike into the Grimmsnarl. Yikes. Okay. Alright, it's going to come down to the 2v2. I thought that was going to do more damage, which is a little bit unfortunate that it does not. So we're going to go Heatran, Rillaboom. I mean, Heatran should clean the game at the end, but you never know, right? You never know. Rillaboom comes out. And the Surge comes out. So, I mean, the thing is, we know Regice has Protect, because it protected before. So we know that's for sure. So we're going to protect the Heatran. I believe a Grassy Glide kills it, so I'm going to Heat Wave. I'm actually going to Heat Wave and Grassy Glide. I think is probably the best play, because I believe a Grassy Glide should take out the Dracovish. So here it comes. It does not. Ooh, yikes. Well, good thing that did. Dracovish goes down. The weakness policy does come up. And yeah, here we go. So Dracovish faints. Let's see what they have. If it's Blizzard, it could be a problem. Otherwise, I think we're good. Ice Beam is going to come out into the Rillaboom, presumably. Rillaboom gone. That's okay. So now all we do is a Steel Spike. Or not a Steel Spike, I'm sorry. A Flash Cannon. And that should clean up the game at the end. 100% accurate move. Should definitely be enough to kill it. So, good game to my opponent. Regice is something I want to explore, actually. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, it definitely could be a cool Pokemon to explore. So, we'll see. Either way, here we go. Regice uses Protect. He's just stalling at this point. He's trying to get some life back. Flash Cannon comes out, blocks. And the Hail stops, which, you know, at this point it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get life, though. Let's see what they end up doing. I mean, I think they could try to Body Press, maybe. Maybe Earth Power. But I think a Flash Cannon should take it out at this point. If not, I mean, that's huge, right? That would be a huge survival by the Regice. But I don't think it can survive. I'm like 99% sure it doesn't survive. So, here we go. We're going to bop into it, and let's see what ends up happening. Flash Cannon. Bop. And that's game. Cool. So we clean it up. It's a crit. I don't think the crit mattered. Maybe it did. But either way, good game to my opponent. We got to kind of feature everything on that team, right? The Lagging Tail Whimsicott. That's an interesting one. Lagging Tail with the Tailwind. That's a very interesting one. All right, we're going up against Bisharp, Nihilego, Rillaboom, Cinderace, Galarian Moltres, and the Tornadus. So, immediately off the bat, Heatran looks pretty darn good in this situation. It kind of walls the everything here, to be honest. Yeah, Heatran looks amazing here, actually. Grimmsnarl looks pretty good. Yeah, Grimmsnarl looks pretty good. I think the Sylveon looks pretty good, too. Mainly for the... No, does Sylveon look good? I was going to say mainly for the Galarian Moltres, but it doesn't look good against Nihilego. It doesn't look good against a lot of other things, so maybe I don't bring it. Rillaboom looks not so good, actually, at all. Yeah. And maybe Zapdos at the back? Maybe Zapdos in the back. So, I'm bringing all the special attackers, just to see, you know, what we're able to do with the Grimmsnarl and the Fake Tears, see if it's able to, you know, put in that work. Now, obviously, the Galarian Moltres could be a problem, as we won't be able to really hit it very hard, or we won't be able to, I'm sorry, we won't be able to Fake Tears, we won't be able to Scary Face. And we are going to see this combo, the Bisharp and the... Okay. So, I don't want to do ground for sure. I think what I want to do is... I want to Heat Wave. I want to Max Flare into that. And I want a Scary Face. No. I swapped the Grimmsnarl out into the Sylveon. No. No, hold on here. Hold on. Let me think about this real quick. I mean, the more obvious one is to swap it out. So I think I'm gonna Scary Face into this guy. I have a feeling he swaps out. He's not gonna swap either out. So they're trying to get rid of the Grimmsnarl, which probably should have done a better job of scouting, right? But we are gonna see the giant Heatran. But I guess the good thing is we do see the Scary Face, right? Scary Face comes out, -2 speed, so I don't have to worry about that thing outspeeding us. I'm pretty sure I'm faster than the Bisharp. I could be wrong. Okay, so we're gonna see an Iron Head come out, and it's gonna do quite a bit actually. It's a crit, that's why. So the Sludge Bomb, I believe, takes me out. But again, I'm not too worried about the Nihilego. So it is sashed. It is sashed, which is a little bit annoying. Meteor Beam comes out into who? Into Grimmsnarl? No, probably into the Heatran, I would assume. Yeah, into the Heatran, okay. Jeez Louise. Okay. That's not what I wanted to see, okay. Well, that's fine. I think I Steel Spike for sure. And I Sucker Punch. Yeah, Sucker Punch definitely goes into the Bisharp. Bisharp should not be able to take that. So, you know, if everything goes well, Bisharp goes down. Endear comes out. Okay. I'm fine with that. Sucker Punch fails. I'm fine with it. Steel Spike comes out, and that should take out the Nihilego. It does take out the Nihilego. Okay, cool. So, we're doing a pretty good job of picking up some quick KOs. But, you know, obviously there could be some more issues in the back. That Meteor Beam did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So, here we go. Here comes the Tornadus. Okay. So, I definitely go Steel Spike into that, and I Sucker Punch that again. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Protect. That's okay. Sucker Punch into the Bisharp, and blop, hits it. Faints. The way it gets knocked out is so funny. It just went, huh, boom. But anyways, here comes the Steel Spike. Steel Spike still does a fair amount. So I'm not mad at that, to say the least. My defense does rise. So that's huge. That's huge. I do need to get 2 Scary Faces off onto the Tornadus to be able to outspeed. And the Moltres is the one that's in the back. So, I think the first thing I definitely do is Heat Wave. What do I have in the back again? Got the Sylveon and the Zapdos. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's just start taking this thing out. let's just start taking this thing out, because it can only hit me one at a time. You know, obviously it's going to Tailwind. Tornadus is obviously going to Tailwind. It could, you know, Thunder Wave. No, it doesn't learn Thunder Wave. What does it learn? It could Tailwind. It could, I don't know. It could do a bunch of stuff. So, here we go. The Tailwind does come out. Okay. Well, if it's not Weakness Policy, a -1 is going to do quite a bit. The Darkness will come out onto the Heatran. Heatran does get taken out, but that's fine. Just don't show me Weakness Policy, please. Don't show me Weakness Policy. Spirit Break, not Weakness Policy. Special Attack falls, and it's not Weakness Policy. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. So that's what we like to see. That's exactly what we like to see. So now I just yawn, right? I just yawn here. And I Spirit Break into... Maybe I Spirit Break again. Yeah, maybe I Spirit Break again. Because I don't think it's enough. Acrobatics, interesting. Wow, that's an interesting one. Airstream comes out into who? Into the Sylveon. Still not enough. Yawn is going to come out. Yawn comes out. Maybe I should have just Hyper Voiced. Just did damage to it, right? Oh, that does so much. I love it. I love it. The Berserk comes out, which I am 100% fine with. It does get the Berry proc, so that's what it was. It was Citrus Berry. Okay. Well, the good thing is it's still -1, right? Still -1 here. Zapdos should be able to survive anything, right? And so Spirit Break into the... I think Spirit Break into the Moltres again, right? Because at this point, sure, you take out the you take out the Grimmsnarl, maybe you take out the Sylveon, but I'm putting pressure on you, right? So Airstream comes out into the Grimmsnarl, Okay, cool. So you're asleep now, and that should be game. That should be game. I think. Yeah, that yawn was huge. So now the Zapdos comes in, and I just Hyper Voice and Thunderbolt, right? He can only get one at a time, and the Thunderbolt is super effective as well. And I don't think the the Tornadus has anything that can hit me super effective. Detect, no. Let's go Thunderbolt. Acrobatics into who? Into Sylveon, which is fine by me. We're gonna get the Thunderbolt off. He is fast asleep. This Thunderbolt should take it out. Bop, takes it out. Beautiful. And we're gonna end up cleaning up with Zapdos in the back. So, good game to my opponent. The Tailwind peters out. He is at +1, I believe. Maybe +2, actually, yeah, because he got 2 Airstreams off. So the Thunderbolt's gonna come out, and that should clean up. Tornadus typically isn't a very, very fast Pokemon, and I mean, sorry, not fast, but typically not a bulky Pokemon, and we do win. So there you have it, folks. It is the Not Shuka team with Heatran, Zapdos, Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, Sylveon, and Urshifu. As you got to see, this has a lot of fun combos. The Grimmsnarl really supports the Heatran with the Zapdos, with the special attack, big special attackers. Now, obviously, Grimmsnarl with the fake tears definitely goes a long way. And then you have, you know, obviously the Rillaboom and the Urshifu and the Sylveon in the back to kind of help clean up the game. So, if you like the team, again, shout out to the boy Austin for making the team. Also, shout out to him. He went like 9-1 or maybe like 10-0 or something crazy with this team on a best-of-3 little, you know, tournament kind of thing that we have going on. But if you like the team, definitely check it out. You know, give it a try. The rental code's going to be there. I'm going to see if I can get the Poke Paste from him, and if I can, I'll be putting it in the description below, so definitely go ahead and check that out. And also, please support the channel by leaving a like and subscribe. Last thing I want to plug is my Twitch channel. Again, check it out. Haven't been streaming as consistently, but definitely going to be in the near future. So plugging in the Twitch, and you should definitely check that out as well. Other than that, I'll see you in the next episode, and have a great rest of your day. Peace!